Hi. No, I'm not Santa Claus. I hate to disappoint you, but I am Mark Luke Carrier, and I'm about to give you the first installment of a series of readings from my new novel, Homing. And in this particular section that I'm about to read to you, the central character is having or reminiscing about a lunch he had many years ago with his father at Schwartz's, which is a very famous Montreal restaurant, famous for smoked meat. Just lubricate my throat with a little bit of apple juice here. Scottish apple juice. If I can find it, I will read it to you. Here it is. Need my glasses, of course. Sorry to keep you waiting. Here we go. I'm sitting with my dad at a table at Schwartz's on the Main. He's waving around a half of a smoked meat sandwich with mustard-covered shards of reddish fatty meat dangling like viscera from the grease-soaked slices of rye bread. "You can't get stuff like this in Florida," he says. "No, sir. I mean, they got sunshine, they got palm trees, they got beaches, but they ain't got smoked meat." Dad talks to a stranger who chomps on his own sandwich at the next table, nodding and smiling, listening to my father's impromptu lecture, a variation on the recurring pastrami versus smoked meat speech. The price the stranger pays for gaining access to Schwartz's, the temple of smoked meat, the sacred shrine of brisket, sitting next to my dad, the chief celebrant of Montreal's own sacred delicacy. "You can get pastrami in Florida, but pastrami ain't smoked meat. Not the same thing at all." The stranger chews, frowns, and nods in solemn agreement as he hears the words of profound wisdom from the cured meat oracle of the Main. And there's more, much more. Not from the same part of the animal, for one thing. Dad puts down his sandwich and outlines an imaginary cow on the tabletop with a finger dipped in his cherry coke. "Pastrami is from over here somewhere." Dad gestures vaguely and dismissively at the animal's low-grade innards. "But smoked meat." His voice lowers as he imparts great fleshy erudition and points to a specific and highly prized section of the cow's anatomy. "Is made from the brisket." Brisket. Stranger's eyes widen in amazement. He nods enthusiastically and silently mouths the word brisket, like a sacred incantation. Dad shouts to the counterman, "Ain't that right?" "Aye, aye," comes the impatient answer. "Whatever," he adds over the noise of the slicer and the clatter of cutlery. He's busy juggling a dozen slices of rye bread, squirting mustard on some of them, catching orders on the fly from right, left, and center for smoked meat. More smoked meat. Always more smoked meat. Now I'm going to eat. I think I'm going to have a smoked meat sandwich, actually. I'm very hungry. Anyway, this ain't show business. Leave them on their appetite. And I'll be reading another portion from the book around about the same time next week. So once a week for the next 4 weeks. And if you want to know more about the book, go and consult my website. It's at www.marklukecarrier.com. That's Mark, M-A-R-C, Luke, L-U-C, Carrier, C-A-R-R-I-E-R, Mark Luke Carrier, all one word, .com. You'll find a synopsis of the novel there and a bio of yours truly, which is mostly true. Okay, so see you next week. Bye-bye.